Because it just, for me, it just sounds so hard to grow a specific type. You know,
that's why everyone is doing monoculture. There are a lot of monoculture farms where they just do
Is that
only
good?
Blackthorn, only Musang King. Yeah, I think that's where the market's heading to, and sadly farmers have to keep up. That's why we are also planting a lot of Blackthorn and Musang King for to increase our revenue, but we're keeping our old trees for the tasting, you know, for our parties. Of course, you can't have a party with only one type of durian. It wouldn't be as, as eye-opening as when you have a lot of options.
But also, like, every year is different. Some years, one variety is performing very well. So when you go for that monocrop, some years you will have a really bad crop.
I would just like to point out that I think that what you're seeing when you have this surgence of Blackthorn and Musang King is actually the result of urbanization, because now most people are living in the city, and it takes a long time for those durians to be able to reach the city. And maybe it's only recently that like transportation systems and infrastructure has been good enough that the quality that because durian has a short shelf life, you know, it's only maybe a day, right? So if someone wants to keep the durian for a couple of days, they need a variety that has a good shelf life, right?
Do you have your own farm of any sort?
No. But I just want to say, like, in the US, you know, we have different varieties of things. Like Roma tomatoes are not the best tasting tomato. They're a pretty bad tomato, right? Why are they so popular? Why are they everywhere? Like, even in Malaysia, you go to the market, what do you get? Roma tomatoes. They last a long time. They don't bruise, right? They have a good shelf life, and they're not going to be, like, nasty, right? They're not going to be moldy or whatever. The same thing, Musang King is a really dry durian. You can keep it for 3-4 days, no problem.
Your company is a very capitalist based.
Actually, one of the reason that they have high price, because Blackthorn and Musang King you can keep for 2-3 days. They are still, after you open it's still good tasting. But some people kampung or honey, the same day itself you need to eat it. So that's a reason that they are expensive.